Start.
स्टार्ट ना?
Yes, आप start कर सकते हैं.
Namaskar, everyone. Good evening. I am Rama, and now today, Preeti Prasad ma'am is going to share her wisdom, and she will be going to do the meditation also. She is from Phoenix, Arizona. She loves to read modern spiritual books and teach meditation to everyone. It's our birthright. She have read autobiography of several spiritual masters that has helped her to walk on this path, and she had developed deeper understanding of the world around her. She had a vision to live in a self-aware society. Now, let's meet Preeti ma'am. Preeti ma'am, welcome to you.
Thank you, Ramaji. Thank you, PNC Africa. Welcome, all dear masters. Really grateful for your time and your willingness to come join us. Right now, there's a solar eclipse going on in USA. I'm not sure which all area, but it's a wonderful energy. It's a new moon day. So it's just like planting. It's the day to plant a seed. And we are planting a seed of connecting with the self. So let us give ourselves our own time, quality time for next 30 minutes. Please do not interrupt the meditation and let the masters guide the session. Okay, will you be sharing the music or I can share?
Yeah, Preeti ma'am, I'm sharing.
Okay. So let us all be comfortable, come to this present moment, wherever we are, in our own home. Can anybody tell how their meditation practice is going on? Ramaji, you can just share the audio and not the visuals.
Ramaji, I can share if you don't know to share in advance.
Just
आप
the
advance
audio,
में
not
जाके
the
share
visuals.
करिए.
Yeah.
Go to advance and share. ये stop share कीजिए. Yes, now go to screen share. No, go to share and then go to advance option. Advance and then share now. Your screen share has not stopped. Wait, I'll stop it 1 minute. Yeah. Now you can go to share screen, go to advance and start sharing.
Okay, let me talk for a moment and then you can start the music.
Yeah.
So, dear friends, we have been practicing meditation now for a little more than a year. So we all must have our own sacred space where we meditate. Just like our bed, when we go to the bed, we feel sleepy. So just the same way, we have this sacred space where we sit and we are just connected. The energies are there already, where we connect with our own self every day in that space. So just practice to be there, ground yourself, feel safe, feel your own self. There is no one else around you in that space. So that will help you to connect with yourself in that silence, in that peace, and you are completely safe. The light in the room is little dim, and we have taken off our specs. The clothings are comfortable. We are just sitting comfortably For next 30 minutes, nothing much is happening. We are just going to observe our normal, natural, easy, peaceful breath. Whenever we get a thought, we come back to our breath. So it is that easy. We are going to practice Anapanasati Dhyan, meditation, a breath mindfulness technique. So each and coming breath and outgoing breath is unique, and we are going to simply observe it. As we exhale, our observation comes out with the breath. As we inhale, our observation of the breath takes as within. This is such a simple practice that we are going to do with a simple soothing music. And since we are a group of people sitting together, so there will be beautiful energies surrounding us. So there will be less thought anyway. We are all done with our day, and we are all done. We have started our own day, and especially today is solar eclipse. So we are going to go deeper, finding our own self. So let us be comfortable. Cross your legs, clasp your fingers. All 10 fingers must be connected, and put it in your hands. Simply, gently loosen out your body and close your eyes. I will be guiding in the middle, and you can play the music now. Take a slow, long, deep breath in, feeling your sacred breath. Breath that is life. And we are observing the life flowing in, flowing out. As if there are two ends. One is outer, where we don't know where it goes. One is inside. We just think it goes to our lungs. Now let us observe it closely. Feel the pause between each breath. Feel that space as we go within. We are all sitting together. With our own divine self. No chanting, no mantra, no japa. No deity, no idol, no picture, no guru. Simply observe your breath. Let us all sit in meditation. Everything is well, perfect. Just enjoy our own self, our own company. Let the thoughts come and go. There is no disturbance outside. It is only disturbance within ourselves. And we can change things. that is related to us, that is only related with us. Let us embrace each and every breath in our observation. Let us observe our life and embrace life. Just the way it is. When we are in meditation, we are changing our energies. When our mind is empty, there is no mind, there is no separation. We are one with all that is. We become everything. We become everybody. We become us. Let us feel ourselves grounded, safe, sitting in our own space in the lap of Mother Earth. Feel our heart-to-heart connection, which we miss during day-to-day life. This is the time. Our breath is like a thread. One at our own end, one at the other end. Should we know? As we observe our breath, you may feel our breath getting shorter, longer, deep or shallow. Or maybe there is no breath at all. What has happened? What happened to the thread? Be with your breath. We master our life with the practice, regular, sincere practice of Anapanasati, Dhyan. We master our mind. We experience oneness. We experience our grander self. We become more joyful. We become master of our own thoughts. We reach our own wisdom that we have acquired life after life in many lifetimes. In this silence, we see ourselves completely. We become aware of our own action, words, thoughts. We interpret. We are all gods. We realize it as we master our mind. Last 2 minutes. Beautiful energies surrounding us. Let us affirm. I create my own reality. I am a master. I am responsible for my own evolution. It's 1 minute. And we go to all these energies. If you wish to continue your meditation, please continue. I am the fearless expression of my life. Let us be with it. Let us live it. Let us express our gratitude to each and everyone present here. Where we can see, where we cannot. Things are happening. Great things are happening. Last 30 seconds. Feel your hands, your legs, chest, your head, the bottom, the space where you are sitting. Slowly, gently bring both your palms and put it over your closed eyes for 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can open your eyes within your palm. Eyes with a big smile on your face. Welcome, welcome, welcome back, everybody. I hope you have had a great experience, a peaceful experience. I don't know how time flies during meditation because it's never enough. With these beautiful energies, you can just go on and on. And I'm excited to talk about be a master. That is what has attracted me from PSSM, how I got connected. Before PSSM, everything was like, I am less, I can't do it. How I can change the world? Only Krishna has to come back. Only he can take care of things. So we lose our own power and we live a miserable life. We have to forget all our questions. Those were since our childhood. They were there, but it was told that it's not important. Don't waste your time because our parents didn't know. And it's not their fault. So when I came to PSSM, I learned about mastery. First thing came in my mind, we have mastery and we have so much respect for the mastery in karate, taekwondo, how that person's mind is, how much practice it does to get that mastery. And here we are talking about the mastery of life, the ultimate mastery. And I have my questions. If I go ask my parents, they will give the answers what they have, but that will not satisfy me. And when I say I have read several masters' autobiography, it's their experience that makes me believe in my own experiences, that expands my consciousness by their knowingness, because all I cannot experience in me. But as I trust my own experience, I trust those masters' experience. And my experience sharings could change others' life. I'm not sure if there's a problem in the bulb or this fluctuation is happening. So I have recently, I read a book from Patriji, Be a Master. But while I was reading, I realized that is how my journey was since beginning. It's been 3 years. I've been regularly practice meditation. And from the day one, I have been teaching meditation. Oh. Okay, so it's the bulb. Let me bring another light and switch off that irritating bulb. All right? Okay. So . When we look upon our own self, we sit, we meditate, we empty our mind, and then we look back the same life. Every moment was a wow moment. Every moment when there was a shift, there was a darkness, there was a shift, and there was a reason. And we find the true nectar of life. So that book recently came to me, and I read and I realized that is how my journey was. Definitely, I was the person who was thinking, I cannot do anything about so many things are going on and they are not right. And I have to be part of it. I can't do anything. And I was like giving up on things. But who else can change? Only I will live that miserable life. Right? So this meditation came, and slowly, the more I meditated, the more I was peaceful. I was looking back and I was seeing the shift, that the change that was happening in my life was phenomenal. Only I didn't know how to appreciate, how to recognize. So I'm going to share what Patriji told in his book, Be a Master. It is very interesting, and all of us are going to learn so much and make notes, ask questions, and we are going to make it very interesting today. Can you see it? Time will just fly, you will not never know. So just be with it, because we are going to give quality time to ourselves, a powerful wisdom to change our life. So Patriji, whenever he used to go anywhere, he used to greet us with, my dear gods, my dear friends, my dear master. If I say it correctly, my dear friends, my dear master, my dear gods. So he's reminding, when the master says something, he is reminding us who we are. With his word, he's reminding that yes, you and me are friend. And he's reminding that we are master. And he's reminding that we are God. So that mastery, what is becoming a master is like. So he says we become master by practicing only through meditation, only through enlightenment, right? Only through listening to others' life experiences, listening, reading Buddha's autobiography, reading many enlightened masters' biography. We come to know our true self, our own universal self, our cosmic self. That is becoming a master. So we are not teeny tiny little person, little lady living in a house, taking care of chores, taking care of family, and that's it. That's the end of my world. No, it's not that. Enlightenment by birth is right of each and every soul that comes to us when we are open to learn meditation. The first thing first. So if you want to understand what that cosmic self is, too many self, right? Universal self, cosmic self. This is the true self. And human body, we are the spirit living in this human body, just like the soul, the spirit living in the ant, in insects, in animals, plants. We are living in human body, but we are given extra special characteristics to realize our own self. Now we have had our journey of all that life forms, and now we are in the human form. We are trying to know ourselves, our own cosmic self. Sat Chit Anand, we have heard about it, right? So we are everybody, and everybody is as. There is no separation, there is no difference. We exist everywhere, in everything, and as everybody. How beautiful it is. So there is no fear. What am I sharing with you? I'm not feeling, okay, how am I going to speak in front of 10 people or 100 people or 1,000 people? Because there is no separation. It is my feeling, it is my realization, it is my understanding that I'm going to present. So our journey becomes with the mastery of life if we put right questions. Since our childhood, as I said, we all wanted to know what death is when we see people dying and we see people crying. If we understand really what death is, will we ever cry? We'll celebrate the death also just the way we celebrate birth. But then again, do we really understand what birth is? Do we understand who we are? where we have come from, where we have to go, what is life after death. Those questions are out of syllabus question to our society, wasting of time and energy. But yet, if we see what we are focused upon in our current society, we are all doctors, engineers, fully enjoyed life. If you see a winner, if you call, take example of Bill Gates, Ambani, or anybody who is successful or who has abundance of money, name, fame, is he still happy or content? Take my own life. I'm a software engineer that I always wanted to be because that was given to me, programming through society and parents, family. We still live an unfulfilling life because we don't know what life is, what the quest of life is. Why are we here? What are we doing? We don't have trust on life because we think through our physical eyes, we see things which is not correct to us, to this mind, to this eyes. And what is the cause of this human misery, suffering? What is the permanent solution? Is there any solution? Who we call God, is he planning problems for us and we are worshipping because of fear? Are we still in that mindset? How are we raising our child, our children? So the basic question, when we think, when we ponder upon, the life goes in a direction where it has to, it takes us into the right direction. Before I move on, as I speak about God, even though, right, it depends how we see God. Do we see it as like a person who does magic all the time? Is it like a person? It depends what my understanding of God is, who I seek, who I follow. It's a big topic in itself. But to begin with, about the mastery, let us know few facts about the creation. The life that I am living, I have created it. So before coming to this physical plane, if we know what birth is, then I would know, okay, I have made my plans. Every lifetime I come to this planet Earth, I have made my plans. And every plan is a beautiful design, uniquely designed to learn some lesson, to grow. Okay. So we create our own reality in the spirit world or in this material world. We are always given free will to change our reality, create another reality. With our will, with our choices, with our thought, we start the creation. And there is no injustice whatsoever. Take a newspaper, read the, most worst news is a divine soul plan, life plan. Whether you read about Hitler or you read about Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, these are all divine soul plans. After one Hitler, there will be ages and there will be no second Hitler. There one Mahatma Gandhi, there will be ages and there will be many Mahatma Gandhis. So that's the power of having both ends. So this is the world of duality, from energy to matter. We are here to experience it. So everything is perfect. No injustice. Nothing is like thop nahi diya gaya, right? So we have made our own choices. We have come to experience certain thing, learn from it. That is our soul wisdom that we carry life after life. So there is no partial God sitting out there, right? So what happens once I understand this? My mouth is shut. I am no more complaining. I'm no more blaming. I'm no more judging others. What else we want? The lesson is over. We are a master if we can do that. But Patriji says, if it comes so easily, what is the need of practicing meditation? Let us learn, how we achieve the mastery. So, as I said, from the day one, if I say I know less, you know more, or even if in a couple, my husband is more superior than me, and that relationship is never fulfilling. That is what I have realized. And when we come to that friendliness, that equanimity, the home it blossoms. There are great things that happens. So how does this mastery achieve? Can it start if I don't want it in my life? So first thing is my willingness. I become the karate master only if black belt master, if only if I give that many trial, that much effort, right? So if I want to become a master of my mind, master of this life, I want to know what life is, what creation is, what I'm doing here, how am I part of this event, whatever is happening. I want to know. And having known that, there's no one sitting out there for me. There are help always. That's how universe is designed. But we have to realize our own power. We have to realize our own self, how to get that help. If we seek, it comes to us. If we want to become a master, all the tools are given to us. It will be known to us. Now what is remaining is just practice. Practice, practice, practice. So first step is I want to become a master. Second, I have that quest. Every day I'm waking up with that quest. Okay, today is a new day. I'm going to learn something new. And I'm going to master. Take one thing and master. If I have a lot of judgment, okay, I'm completely observing where all I do judgment, because those are some hidden experiences within me that I judge up for myself. I'm not judging anybody else, but I'm judging myself. So awareness brings our own, it makes our own connection. We become our own friend, not by again criticizing, just by becoming aware. We are all, as I said, we are all born with different unique life plan, and we are all at different soul level. So our life plan is very interesting. Even though if I'm a farmer, I have a right to become a master of life. While doing work at the field, open in the nature, he can learn his own mastery, like he can get enlightenment. Even if like I'm in US, there is nothing called spiritual science. I'm doing masters and PhD in spiritual science. Now why? How? Because I was willing to do that. So the tool was given to me. So wherever we are, whatever situation it is, if we are willing, things are given to us. Be a farmer, be a driver, be a rickshawala, or anybody else. Everybody has its own birthright to be enlightened. And for that, we don't have to depend on anything outside us. It is just us. Okay. So we kill the enthusiasm of the life the moment we think it is not for me at this early age. When I will be 60, I will think about it. Or even though I want to meditate, so and so, there is no right circumstances that I could do this. Gone, game is over. There is no more mastery remaining. But when we see life of Krishna, life of Rama, if we see like a God, we will not learn. We will just sit like this. There is beauty. Indeed, there is a beauty, but there's a story behind it. We came to know Gautam Buddha once he became a Buddha. He became enlightened. Before that, he was living the life of Siddhartha. And he saw that before Siddhartha, he was living many other lives. Even though he was enlightened, he was just coming and going, doing separate roles, playing different drama on this planet Earth, collecting wisdom of life, flavors of life. Because when the God created this creation, he wanted to know, who am I? He created diversity. And we all part of that drama. And he is enjoying himself through us. So things are always just right. And we want to see, as we see, like when we study at school, we set our goals high. So we have to see, okay, me and Jesus, if Jesus can do, I can do. If Buddha can do, I can do. If Rama, Krishna, what they have done, I can do. When Krishna is talking about Gita, he is starting with that Arjun, there's no difference in you and me. He's speaking at the soul level, not the body level. You don't know yourself, but I have realized myself. He has given that, and he has elaborated all his wisdom, starting with the fact that you and me, we are not different. So it's our willingness, the quest of learning. It takes us to the places where we want to go. Basically, we need to be curious about our own existence. And for that, the first basic tool given is meditation. The magic of meditation, it just quiet and calms down our own unruly mind. If we leave, the mind will rule whatever I want to do. What midnight I want to eat ice cream, then tea, then coffee, then maybe sweet, and then something salty, crispy, spicy. And these things will go on and on. We want to achieve, give direction to our life, sit quiet, and then see life. And the interesting fact is, the process of mastery begins, but it never ends. Does it make it scary or does it make it more interesting? Because only if things are there to learn and we are there to master, only good things will come to us. So be excited, fully enjoying the present moment, right? But if we think, I'm living like a devotee and, I'm just like a disciple doing Guru Seva. That moment was there in my journey of soul. And it happened. I have tasted it. Now I want to taste my own divinity. So it has to come through the aim of our mastery of life. So once we set our goal to become a master, and first thing that happened to my after coming to meditation was I was quiet. If I'm talking about meditation. If I'm talking about journey of souls. I'm talking about knowing more about the, our own bodies, 7 bodies. What are they? Our own energy system. What is that? Panch Mahabhuta, the basic thing, Panch Prana, the basic thing. It was not known that time, but I wanted to know myself. Even the physical body, I wanted to know. I wanted to know my mental body, causal body. What is it? And then all that worldly thing, how are you doing? What sad thing happened? What bad thing happened in the society? And that all thing, it just dropped. Even I dropped doing puja. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that I stopped doing puja because I was so much content living my divinity that moment. I didn't know that that's a bliss, that's a divinity. That I'm not seeking to go to some other place. Wherever I am, if I am in that oneness, where I need to go. In that silence, in that quietness, I'm feeling that closeness with Krishna that I never felt before. I felt my worthiness. I found myself. So, unnecessarily speaking, words are energies. Let us not waste it. Lending ears to the problems, when we hear the problem, we give the solution. That's our responsibility, and the solution is only one. Sit, meditate, learn. There's no injustice anywhere. Have a kind heart, very tolerable ear, compassionate eyes, heart filled with love. That's all we need. And this all happens not by blessings, not by scolding, but just by practicing meditation and reading books of many masters. That's a bliss and, a gift to humanity. That even the Vedas was written long back in the beginning of creation. And we couldn't understand. So we have these modern spiritual books of enlightened masters who lived their life only to seek themselves, only for their enlightenment. And they shared their experience. They are great wisdom, treasure to this modern humanity. And that's why we are at the verge of age of golden era that we are waiting for eagerly. If a society is made of all masters, enlightened beings, so first we stop unnecessary talking, listening, and worrying about things, because if everything is perfect, if Devi sitting on the wall in my calendar or in the puja room, why she is not taking her talwar out and killing people then, if something is wrong? So in my understanding is not correct then. Things are perfect, but we are responsible. Who is responsible for that act needs to come in action. So that the moment is waiting for, And then we become very conscious about our new habits. Am I speaking truthful, positive, useful? Am I inspiring others? Am I appreciating others? How my words are words full of judgment or criticism, or sadness, grief, lamenting or guilt, revenge, all that kind of anger. What kind of my And when that awareness comes and we accept it, okay, it's there, but I'm here right now. That's okay. I see my goal there. I was not born engineer. My goal was there. So I had to travel that 20 years, 23 years, I had to travel in that path. So my journey here starts now. Whatever habit I have built for 40 years, I cannot think to change it in 4 months. I may have to travel longer in more, awareness and being impeccable about it, about the practice that I'm doing. Sadhak, sadhana, start from thoughts, from words, from deeds. They form our habit. They become our action. Okay, so the basic thing that comes is from regular practice of meditation. We hear ourselves more, we see more, because now we are not walking from the move, or we are not moving in the car and seeing outside. We are sitting at one place, we are seeing our own self. So we see things clearly. There is no, koi ghotala nahi. It's clear and crisp. There is no mask. How the journey of mastery, it is so beautiful, so interesting. It starts with regular practice of meditation again and again. Whatever comes repeatedly is a message to be punctual, disciplined, and dedicated. Be determined about it. Regular practice, not 1 hour, 2 hours, forget about hours. Just sit in meditation when you feel like. When you don't feel like doing meditation, take book. When you don't feel like taking books, you go out to the nature. If we see a creature, an ant, an insects, and if we don't feel for them, we don't feel love for them, we don't feel how important their existence is, we are not living this life completely. So we can check our compassion level by seeing ourselves, how I look at the world. And with regular practice of meditation, we become more and more compassionate. We don't have to scold or teach anybody to become kind. Be kind, be mindful. It doesn't happen that way. We need a sincere practice of meditation. And it starts with at age of 5 or endlessly. We can just meditate. Now, the second thing is reading books. Books of any Besant, books of even Mahatma Gandhi, Paramhansa Yoganand, Richard Bach. They're beautiful books and endless books. They're enlightened master. And when we get to read their wisdom, we enlighten our own self. It's a treasure for our own life. There's no space of regret. There's no time for any, crib. So everything becomes rich and powerful with Sajan Sangatya. It's the most out of 3 pillars from PSSM. Dhyan, Swadhyaya, Sajan Sangatya. Sajan Sangatya has more importance, where we are hearing from other masters, senior masters and newcomers who has experienced something in their life. They have a lot to share. And that fills us with so much enthusiasm that, okay, we can also do what will come to me. There's no competition. Many egos are broken easily. So we hear from others' wisdom and we progress on this path. And, it is a journey from misery to experience bliss. Then we get to understand what bliss is, because we have never tasted it before. So we don't know what we call bliss. So it has to come. We have to realize, okay, when I am sitting here, how different am I feeling? Okay, so it is like this. It is beyond happiness. It stays with me, even though the person around me, nobody is there, but I'm smiling. The smile is coming from within. Even my face is not like this. I'm smiling. The smile is here. So that calls interesting. That makes the journey interesting. Right? There is no question of looking back, lamenting and grieving on things. So especially for newcomers. So newcomers needs to listen to experience of other masters, from new fellow beings and from senior masters. And we learned so much from everyone. As a new, like even your new fellow being could be having some experiences that maybe I, even as senior master, they might not have had. But if I speak about the experience in particular, the meditation experiences are so unique. If the universe has to give a message, and there is infinite possibility, infinite potential, so they give messages in a way that it is never repeated to anyone, or in my own soul journey, my experiences are never repeated, meditation experiences. So that is why listening to other experiences help us remember our own experiences, connecting our own soul wisdom. And it is so very important. As a newcomer, we learn to interact with senior masters, what their lessons are, how their journey was, and then we get to walk on our path. Also, as a newcomer, we need to eat, sleep moderately. And also, like sometimes we feel like too much urge of doing meditation, then also we have to remember the middle path. And with Patricia, I have always learned like din for danda and raat for dhyan. So use that time when you are by yourself. Use that time for meditation. Definitely, every day there must be a book reading, because it completely changed our experience of meditation. And as a newcomer, and that is where this experience sharing helps us, because if somebody is sharing experiences, other person is sharing, and we have been listening, so it is easy for us to make our own belief on certain things, even though I'm too new to this field, and but other people experiences help us. So first thing, as a newcomer, I need to be open, and I should not quickly change my mind to trust or not trust. That will not take us even an inch further. We will just remain there. So keep that faith. And when we are learning, we learn it as a whole. It's not only meditation. Okay, I'm doing meditation, but nothing is happening. Am I doing book reading? Am I doing experience sharing? Do I speak? When I speak, do I listen to myself? Is my ego speaking? Am I falsely speaking? So all that kind of clarity, it comes. And it is the journey from untruth to the truth, right? So when I learned Gita, and at the end, Krishna says, okay, now I have told you everything. It's your free will to do whatever you want. And I just thought, okay, when it's their free will, then there will be shooting anytime. There will be no safety. The world is more fearful because there is a free will. But free will itself is a gift given to human beings, all of us. We have not realized it, the power it has. And that's another topic, but I'll come to the point that from that darkness, now I'm living the light. The light is where life is full of trust, love, and my life sees there's a oneness. It experiences oneness. It enjoys its own company. And in that company, it finds everyone around. So there's no separation. So it is our own responsibility, first of all, to make our journey here on this life of mastery, from darkness to light, from untruth to truth, from mortality to immortality. We have guiding masters, right? What their purpose is, just so that when we are sitting next to them, they are not withdrawing our energies, they are giving the energy, so that we go within, we make connection with our own self, so that we connect with our own self, we master our own practice of meditation. And they always speak in those words where you are responsible. They want to make you independent, even though we feel like going and just asking for help. That's how our nature was, going to temple and praying, or asking for something, and we are looking for help outside. But they clearly mention many times that you create your own reality. From here onward, it's your journey. You have to walk on this path. After living a life of a devotee, we as a devotee, we have lived so many lifetimes. But only there will be change once we live the life of mastery, because this mastery will reveal the secret of creation, life after death, law of incarnation, law of karma is known to us. Everything that uh, uh, a normal society we don't see. We start seeing how this continuity is just flowing, how this creation is sustaining itself. What we see, curse, karma, is actually because of that there is a continuity in life, in creation, in expansion, in evolution. So that mastery makes our life more comfortable, more rich. Okay, so once we sit in meditation, we progress in our journey. We come to experience our own third eye happenings. We witness those experiences. And for that, we need to be really enjoying our practice of meditation. Sincere, regular practice with joy, a lot of joy. And then we activate our wisdom eye. As I say many times during our meditation, we connect to our wisdom. When we read our books, there are many such experiences. That is known to me. How? Okay, it is written here. Okay, it means I knew this. Okay, so I know my own wisdom now with experience, with my experience, right? And we need to be gladly participating in certain sangate, experience sharing. Expression is so powerful, because expression is creativity. Creativity is invention, new invention all the time. And here where we are connecting to the spirit level, to the divine level, what creativity will come will be divine. So after mastery, what happens? We have to walk on the path. We can achieve it, and it brings a lot of joy and celebration every moment. It is a continuous joy, continuous celebration at all the time. All our ill habit dies. Ill habit of munching, talking, of gossip. Take many, even the smoking, anything you want to drop. This tool becomes handy. We become a natural leader. I didn't know that this is what I could do, what I'm doing right now. I could speak in front of many people, but it happened naturally. So we become natural leader, and the people around, we bring change because we are living the truth. The people who live the truth bring the change. That's what Mahatma Gandhi did. There are many such examples. Patriji did. So we become friends of everybody. With Patriji always wanted to shake hands. He was scolding people who wanted to, seeking blessings, charan chune do, or something like that. So we become friends to everyone, and we become naturally very efficient, whatever we are doing, whether it is cooking, cleaning, that day-to-day work that I was doing before became more relevant, more, I was good at it. I can say that. Even at work-wise, office work, whatever we do, we choose to do, we want to do, we get to do things better. And how we live the mastery, we see that mastery in others' life. So we don't see a small child, we see the soul within them. And we don't pamper just with their mind, they're all that want. We pamper the soul by talking about the ultimate mastery of life. And the main thing, if we want to experience this oneness, we need to remember to eat vegetarian food. As we are sharing this planet with so many species, we are here to be more kind and compassionate and not taking life of others. And with practice of meditation, we start living in the present moment. So every moment, even there is a grand opening, there's something new has come. Let us not worry about tomorrow, how it will be taken care tomorrow, right? Even though Patriji didn't worry, like once he is gone, who will teach meditation, who will do things? it is happening. So just trust in the present moment, live this present moment grandly, and then uh, things will come to us. Things are always happening for the best. And it is our choice. We have heard this from many masters, be it Shankaracharya, Krishna, and everybody who has told us, reminded us that we are the master of our life. So when we choose to be a master, we make our lifetime as a last life. This everybody wants to come out of this cycle of life and death. But until unless we are not fearful about life, until unless we are not expressing ourselves, that is our throat chakra, until and unless we are not seeing soul in all the life, how can we become one? How can we go out of this life and death karma chakra? How can we come out of it? So as a devotee, we have already taken so many lifetimes. As a devotee, we can be a devotee for many lifetimes, and it's our choice to come and go and live like a devotee. But once we take mastery, then we become teacher. We have a choice to come to planet Earth. Then we choose ourselves to come on this planet Earth to teach. So it's the best gift of mastery, and it's our choice what we want to do. We live the truth, we speak the truth, we teach the truth, we practice it. That brings immense joy, pleasure, highest level of entertainment, enjoyment, enlightenment in life. Life is whole and complete with little practice of dhyan, swadhyay, sachin, sangat, sharing. When I learn as okay, only he is teaching me, I can't express myself, I can't teach it, then my journey is going nowhere. I feel helpless and I feel worthless. The moment I start sharing, speaking, I get more clarity, I get mastery with my words, in my expression. So I hope I am able to convey my message today from Patriji. It's a big topic and very life-changing. So I wish you all very congratulations being part of it on this journey. We are all together, and I'm always there to share my own experiences. That thrills me all the time, how I was living my life and who am I today. So thank you, every master, for your time and listening me. Any question?
Ma'am, this is Jigna. Ma'am, I
Please,
have a
Jigna ji.
question.
Sure.
The way you said that we have to be vegetarian. I am myself vegetarian, but my family is not. So I avoid cooking eggs for them. Generally, we don't cook anything else over here. I just cook, we just get eggs in my house. But since a few months, I have told them that I will not touch eggs. I will not cook it. So my husband feels little annoyed that for kids you need to cook, and I have clearly told my kids as well that I will not be cooking. If you all want to eat, you all have to make it on your own. I'll definitely guide you how to make it, but I will not touch it. So ma'am, is it right which am I doing? And somewhere I feel no, I should not be doing this because kids are still small, they cannot cook on their own, and if they want to eat, I need to make it. And sometimes I do feel like this, but I need a clarity on this.
So, first of all, every situation or challenge that we have so much to learn from that. So if we are willing, first thing, what is there to learn from me? So my kids were not born eating eggs or omelets, right? We taught them to eat, right? Now I'm part of that story. Okay. Now I want to come out of it, but how do I feel about it? What my at the feeling level, uh, do I think like they are doing a wrong thing? Like judgment comes there. So first thing there, we need to take out, okay, now this is my truth that I am going to live, and I really have my choice to express myself. If you can't help, your husband is there to help, right?
Yes.
So many things that happens at personal level, who is going to decide? It's my life, right? Knowing that a non-vegetarian food, being even egg, is a poison, not seen as poison in this material world. but at karmic level, we are just overburdening them with things that they will never be able to pay back until unless they realize what we have realized.
Definitely.
So we are living, we are doing practice for our own life, right? And we want to make it better. At the same time, that compassion that you are getting for that kid, that okay, if I will not help, who is going to help? They might get, burn, or they are not safe cooking. You ask your husband, you may ask your husband that okay, you if you can help kids, because why I don't feel like eating eggs anymore. That why is important. We want to, when as a kid we want to experience thing, and when we say strict no because of meditation, mama is not eating, it becomes a strict not in
Reverse.
their mind,
Yeah,
right?
reverse.
But it's a very tricky thing that comes at soul level, how you express in your family, because it's soul level, right? So now you know that you are here for yourself, you have realized your truth, and you have to live your truth. At the same time, there are people around you, and that too very close one, and by doing this you are just going to uh, give them poison. You have that feeling, so just ask them, what can I do? How can I help if I feel like this?
Okay.
That when I give you this, I feel like, and always, all our life challenges, no matter what it is for our own realization. So if we talk about Patriji, and he taught meditation to so many people, he made a beautiful word. There was not everybody who was ready to listen, but every no was a new experience, new way of learning to express. If we need to, how we live, especially at family, we become, they witness us, how sincere we are practicing meditation, reading, sharing, seva, sangat, sajan sangat, and all that. Maybe to them it's not important, but it is changing our personality all the time. And we are here for that, right? And always remember that my home is not just closed in this wall. The four people in this home is not just me, or I, when I meditate, I become a cosmic self, you remember?
Yes.
So I become this universal entity. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Right.
There is Jagadeva Kutumbakam. Your whole universe is me, mine. So that level of compassion we have to develop instead of just seeing this part. So the bigger pictures become visible.
Actually, my daughter keeps on arguing with me that when you were young, you were at my age, you were a teenager, you used to eat everything, and now you don't even want to touch it. And generally, when my husband is at home, he does cook it, but when he is at office and he's not around, there is nobody to cook. Like my elder daughter, she every day she needs eggs in her breakfast. So I told I'm not going to cook it, and there is a maid who comes to my place, so she tells that maid to cook it because she's a Maharashtrian female and they are open about eating and making it. So she just gets it done from her and she eats it every day. I just don't feel like getting eggs in my house, but I'm helpless.
No, change your word. Change your word and visualize things that you want to see around.
Ma'am,
And
every day I charge the food that I give them, the water that I give them, that they are sattvic, they are meditating every day. So sattvic means they are becoming vegetarian. So
if we
I
talk
try.
especially about kids, they are, they are at the good state. But how, um, even though, if one example, I have learned it very hard way. I got some succulents last month, you know, and I got it from California to this place, Arizona, where I'm living, Phoenix. So during the journey, the plant was very weak. It shook his root, and the plant was very weak. So I was continuously taking care of the plant, and okay, how can I heal? How can I get you back to life? I was kind of very worried with that plants, but only time was passing. They were slowly dying. And then I had to go to India for a month. And now I was thinking, okay, now I'm going, who will take care of it? Nobody knows how to take care of a succulent. So there was a little, this much only remaining, and I saw little shoots coming out. So they were the calicus, they call it, right? So they were ready to be planted. So I planted it the day I was leaving, and I just watered one full cup. I left it with all my love that I am going to see you back when I am back. So I left that plant there at the windowsill, and around that I kept up through 2-3 cups of water. I know because they live with the humidity. And when I came back, the plant was alive. When I left it, it was almost at the verge of dying. And when I came, it was beautiful, alive, so beautiful. And within 3 weeks, I took extra care of it. I gave water twice a week because everybody said twice a week. And then within 3 weeks, that plant died. Even though water is good for plant,
Right.
how much water to give? It's our own lesson, even though meditation is good, even though I'm just telling in thoughts, I'm continuously interfering with others' energies. Yes, if I feel I'm meditating and living with, people who is surrounding, like people surrounding me, they are meditating. It's not at individual level who is meditating next to me. It's like controlling for good things. Cactus doesn't want water, but I'm putting water. It will die. So this small realization is for lifelong. Even though meditation is good, I can only offer, give information. I don't have any control or fear. Here we have to clear our inner, because our words speak something, inner says something. At energy level, kids understand that. This is only for speaking. So that is where all these small, we see challenges, right? But they makes us strong. They makes our life full of experiences, richness in experience. So just take a small walk, you listen to yourself, and just be at the middle path, as I said, like you have done so far. While cooking, you might invite the divine, universal energies to bring everything to oneness. You're cooking for the universe. That kind of purity we want to practice. Although we can't do it all the time because we are busy with so many things, but intention, right? Every morning, every meditation is a chance to bring that intention, where because family members, we are all minded with law of karma, and there are many other things also that we don't know. But if we bring the same thing, sarve bhavantu sukhina, I'm living in the world of oneness. There is no law of karma. It brings goodness for everybody. I draw more energies because now I am willing for the universe, wishing best for the universe, for the creation. So you got your answer, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank
Yes,
you.
very
Thank
clear.
you.
Ma'am, there is a question in the chat box.
Yeah, ma'am, there is a question in the chat box that being in this world while offering flowers to the God every day and doing puja, how can we become the master?
If we become master, should I give up the rituals and instead just meditate during that morning ritual and not to do the rituals?
Yeah.
It is again our own choice. As I said, it happened to me. I was no more doing puja. It happened to me. And it doesn't mean that I disrespect Krishna or any god. When I see him, I see myself part of that story. And it is filled with love. Even though before coming to meditation, I was just telling Krishna that even though in your lifetime I was the dust of your charan, I am grateful. If I was the little grass, I am grateful. And when we have that feeling, we live this life as a dust. चरणों की दासी बनकर ही जीते हैं हम. And one master shared one experience that changed my. It was a big ring in my ear. And what was that? She was Bhakt of Sai, Shirdi Sai Baba. And she was so deeply in devotion that she said, "Oh Sai, I don't want to live anywhere. If you have space, you just keep me with you. Even though if you want to keep me as your restroom cleaner, I am willing to live there. Toilet cleaner, as a toilet cleaner, I am willing to live there."
Mhm.
At that time, she was going through her life where she was cleaning her mother's, she was bedridden. She couldn't take care of herself. So she was doing all that. Why? Because she wanted to serve Sai, कि मुझे अपने पास रख लो, even though if you give me this task, I'm okay to be with you. So God is everywhere. Sai didn't say that I only live in Shirdi. He was living there right next to her. And she was doing what she wished to do. So this realization changed my world. Slowly, I was reaching to the heart of Krishna. Then I became one with Krishna one day. Now there is who I can worship. And it happens at the feeling level. It is not for anybody else, it is for me. My experiences are for me, and I can just share that. And now, if you want to decorate yourself with this cosmetic flower, anything, what color of dress you want to wear today, don't you see Krishna wearing that? Don't you see your Lord, whoever it is, in whatever form it is, you are having a divine experience? Lalla Krishna, the Laddu Gopal. It's us who we think we are different. While picking the flower, we are not thinking that we are taking the flower apart from the plant. That act doesn't show us, because flower plant is different and I am different. The flower is also giving up life. It's not living its natural cycle. Yes, we are given nature to live life, to make, experience abundance, so that we think abundance. Even though we are given so much of food choices, we go for the non-veg food, right? Killing other animals. We think it's right, yes, because we think they're different. They're helpless. They're meant to be like that. They're supposed to be part of the life cycle where somebody powerful comes to eat someone. So lion will eat deer. I'm more powerful. I'm going to eat now. Nowadays, we eat everything: snake, alligator. You take name. There's not chicken, goat, or cow. So that is where we are rising. If we don't understand, we'll do all this. Why? It's no difference when I eat egg or we eat anything, alligator or snake or what's so called, even the ghoda, they eat ghoda. There's no difference for the sake of this. Our body doesn't like it. And we are creating innumerable of diseases, innumerable karmas. All the diseases are karma. These are all emotional blocks that comes as disease. So there is no separation, no tree, flower, plant. Yeah, we are given food, we are given nature, we are given fruits. That too not with right. It's my right, I will eat this plant. It's not that way. There's a way to take from nature, and nature is abundant. One plant, it matures, it gives seeds, there's another plant. It matures, it gives seeds, there's another plant. And that old plant, it goes through its own natural cycle and it goes to another kingdom. From plant kingdom, it goes to another kingdom. Animal kingdom, it goes and it moves, it takes all other experiences. So that is how, if we understand this soul level, soul journey, we understand law of creation, law of reincarnation, law of karma. This is mastery. We're not talking about mastery in one particular subject. It's mastery of life, where we see soul in everybody. Veda says Bhagwan sabhi jagah hai, sabhi kuch Bhagwan hai. And for the sake, we were mocked also. In India, people worship snake, and they call it like andavishwasi hai. If we don't understand spirit, if we don't know soul science, we won't be able to answer all that. And for that, we need to go and read what is written in the book. When it becomes our own experience, I speak. Even though I am vegetarian, people around me are still eating. I go to a place, I order food, and I wish that place become vegetarian. I make my words heard. Really, I do that. Even though people may think that this is too, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? There's one word that is called fanatic about it. So it's not being fanatic. If I go and I have my pure intention, pure energies, my words are bringing awareness. It is heard to the universe. It is in the space. It is left as a frequency, as a vibration, reaching to the right person so that the change will happen. I don't have to do things. I just have to wish. I just have to create in my mind and it will happen. We all have that power. We all have that capability, and no one stops in our mind field. That's the beauty. We are all open. So there won't be any moment that you will feel that oneness. You can either feel it now. So I suppose when we are one with Guru and God, then we can give it up. It depends on us how we want to make our own connection. We are not here to be a devotee. We are here to be a master. And until unless we call ourselves master, we cannot live like a master. If I am fearful about anything, I have to go and experience that. Overcome the fear is by experiencing the fear, facing the fear. And that is how it happens. If you want to be a devotee, there will be no tomorrow. You will be a devotee, 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 devotee. So the Guru, again, I said, maybe Mohini ji, for you, the meditation was there where I said one line, and it's very famous that Patriji says, your breath is your Guru. So define your God, define your Guru. And the moment you define him right, with clarity, you will not see any separation. As I said, that thread, it starts with you. Where does it go? We don't have that awareness. And slowly, if you just see the breath, it merges. There is no more breath. So that oneness has happened already. But you have not still realized. You don't know what that oneness is. How you want to experience. It's your want and desire. A very beautiful, I heard Osho saying one time that you don't know how far you have come already. But then you were also, after learning this material world is of no use for you, you made your attachment with the higher world. That puja, that offering that we do to the Lord, it is a symbol of attachment to the higher world. That, I can't live without Krishna. What kind of person I am? Who am I speaking to? Can there be any person who is without Krishna, whether he knows or he doesn't know? It's a consciousness. It's not in the physical form. We are here to realize ourselves not as a devotee. We are here to experience this life as a master. And that's why we all are practicing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Very clearly, you have explained all that. Thank you. Now we understand that.
I would like to hear from Mohini ji because it's her question. So you can put back put back your question, like if my explanation has something missing. So lot of feeling.
Mohini ma'am, you are unmuted now. Please speak.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I am. You've made a lot of sense to me today. Just one moment. I need to close this door. Um,
First of all, I really thank you for bringing this up, because
yeah,
Masters has been guiding me to speak about it.
it's made so much sense what you're saying today. Um, I've been meditating for like 20 odd years, but this ritual thing is something that my father had told me to do when I was young. When he died, he said, you must do a Devo every day. So, of course, I respect that. But now, even my children tell me there's no need to do these things. You're so powerful in your meditation, in the things that I see, in the way to run my home. Everything comes through so beautifully. And the work I do, I've even become a medium. I do regression for clients. I help them with so many different things, which is incredible. And yet I still, like you said, I'm still behaving like a devotee to God. And today it is so strange. In the morning, I open my book every day, because when I sit in prayer, I always have some sort of question. I open these spiritual books because I've been through many gurus, learning from different gurus. And it said to me today, you need to also make self effort apart from blessings from Guruji. And I thought, wow, am I not doing enough self effort? And immediately that question, when I put it out, somehow the answers come. And you have answered today that the self effort is give up being a devotee and, like you say, become a master and practice meditation and, you know, be in charge of your own life without having. Sometimes it's not fear, but it's like the ritual is something of a habit.
I know, and what I understand totally, because the moment your father left you that thing
Yes,
was for a reason, and you need to be really grateful that he gave you that thing, because the purpose is fulfilled now.
yes,
You know, we are born to
yes,
our family and then we leave our family, but we do not break the connection as a women,
yes.
right? After
Mm-hmm.
marriage, we go to our husband's home,
Yeah.
but that love is still there, that respect is still there. So that is why your father, he said in simple words that you were going picking that flower, and that flower happily they gave their life, you know, to us. See them, see the beauty of nature, and the purpose is met because now you were connected with the nature just for that purpose. In
Mm.
that quietness, in that silence, you were holding those flowers, and you were,
Yes.
you know, connecting yourself,
Yes.
all that. So that has been there, and it has fulfilled its purpose. Now you are here meditating,
Yeah.
connecting to the energies. Now
Mm.
what next?
Yeah.
And you gave me another topic about healing. Soon we are going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
The thing is, what happens to me is I was initiated by one of the gurus, and as he was doing the initiation, my whole body went into a trance and I could not control myself, and the movements were crazy. And we were a hall full of people, and I was the only one having that. And I finished and I was hot, panting, and I said, what happened? And nobody could explain. Then I managed to get in touch with the guru's PA, and she told me it is your direct connection to cosmic energy. We are trying for years, and it just happened to you. I said, it's happened to me with every guru I've met. The first guru I met was Osho, because my mother was an Osho follower, and my whole body I just
Wow.
passed out. I went into a trance in front of his photo. I just went over, and my whole body arched over, and I fell on the side, and I didn't know what was happening to me. So, it's like my family always told me I had the sixth sense, ESP. I should use it, but I didn't know what they meant. I would go for my exams, and I would see the exam questions the night before, and they would be in the exam paper the next day, and I would be like, wow, that's so nice. So, but it's like you always think to yourself, it's not enough, it's not enough. I must do more. And then, like this prayer to God for over 35 years, when my father died, he told me to do that. And I've been doing it all the time. And the whole family says, yours, why do you do this? You do prayer and you do meditation. Just do meditation. And I sometimes don't even like to do the rituals, but I just do it because I feel if I don't do it, something will happen to me. Do
You
you know what I
release your
mean?
father from within. You have holded your father, and once you will release, he will be free from his own cycle.
Yeah.
So thank him
Yeah.
for giving this gift and set him free. Next lifetime we are going to meet again.
Yeah. No,
And
I've actually
knowing,
I've actually already met him. He's
see,
he's back in my
definitely.
life. He's
So
back in my life.
definitely. So
Yeah. And yeah. Sorry, carry on.
no, there are so many things that you have said. I don't know which one to pick up, but a lot to good things, and a lot of good things, and a lot of things to again remind ourselves what are we doing, why we are doing things. That question, right? Even though
Yes.
we create our own reality, are we living it in awareness? Whatever situation that
Mm.
is happening in my life.
You have made so much sense today. So much sense that I should live like a master and not a devotee now.
Yes,
Just
and
be
who that
equal.
master is, he sees masters in everybody. He see the soul,
Yes.
he see the
Yes.
friendship. There's no
Yes.
relationship, there's no less than one. You would know when
Yeah.
that oneness happened. Oneness is not an experience of pain, it is indeed an experience of bliss, but you may
Yeah.
not even know if it is happening in your deep sleep.
Yes. Oh, I do a lot of uh, I do astral flying. I get all these things happening to me, but it's like you've just put the words to me. Don't be a devotee, be equal to them. And I've read lots of times, I've read that one day you become like your guru. So I'm like, okay, when am I going to become that? It's I am there, but I am not recognizing it. I'm not giving myself that credit. And maybe if I do what you've said today, there will be a bigger change in my life,
Bilkul.
you know?
The god and the guru, they never leave us.
No.
They are happy, like you said, the blessings, right? These blessings you don't give your child at any particular moment. It is
Yes.
already there, always
It's
there.
always there.
So that
Yeah.
is how we need to understand and accept it. And the guru, the god, they are happy when they see us growing.
Mm. I'm
So
telling you,
just
when I
take that.
read that this morning, I said, oh my God, you're giving me a message, Sai Baba. What are you trying to tell me? And then you mentioned in this topic, I said, wow, that's not a
Whole
coincidence.
topic, today whole session was for you, and it was from this little book, and now I'm going to gift
Yes.
this book. It's a wonderful book, little book, very tiny pages.
Where can I get it?
This I got it from India. Where do you live?
I live in Nairobi.
Okay, so next time when you visit India, you can get it from
I'll
any
try,
PMC center.
Neha. Sorry to interrupt. I'll try to tell Neha ji to arrange it for you. She's in India right now.
Yeah.
You cannot
And
send
ask.
it like the books you send online, then we can read it
No,
online.
no.
I
There
No.
is only
Definitely.
hard copies, no soft copy.
If at
Okay,
all
that's
you're
fine.
okay with soft copy, I might have one. I'll just look into it.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
but I
Just
would always like to have
send me
no.
just
I
send
would
me your
always,
number on the chat.
Mamta ji,
Hanji.
I would always like to have a personal copy for few
Right,
books,
yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. But if at all she would want, I would be able to provide it.
and that's
Maybe.
why before only Jigna ji said, right, she is in Nairobi, she is going to get a copy. It
no,
doesn't
no.
That's
cost
I'm in
much.
perfect.
India. Neha ji from.
So
When
yeah,
she
Neha
comes.
ji is in India, right? I know.
Neha, I know I've spoken to Neha here. I've talked to her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But do you have a little temple in your home? You must
I
have.
did I did create
Yeah.
it when I was not into meditation, and I created, I never had it, but for my son, when we were expanding, growing in family, I thought I should have some sacred space where we
Mm,
could just, tell how to tell about God,
mm,
So that sacred space I created 10 years ago. And around that, I put like Buddha sitting like this. Like I had three of these idols sitting in Anapanasati at home, and then I see, okay, I was still connected to that frequency, And my intention was never to, if I have to ask, I will only ask for wisdom. Connect me with you, connect with that divine. I know there's only one power, because the way I grew, I studied in like a mission school. So I learned about Christianity, practiced that. I had no hesitation about any religion, no superiority, no inferiority. So my home was like the whole planet. So small city, I went to a bigger town to this US, and all that journey was been incredible, teaching so many things, because I was always aware. So with having that idol, now what I do, I still feel energy when I sit meditate there. I lit a candle, I lit a diya, I lit a agarbatti, and I sit meditate there. So now there is no that feeling that you are less, I am more, you are less kind of thing, right? I just know how I'm learning humility. I'm learning more of sharing, living in compassion, living in oneness, living in harmony. And that comes only if we come to that space from heart, not from mind. Mind puts silly questions sometimes, and we just need to shut, like mastery of mind, right? Just say stop, you start speaking, I'm ready to hear. That's real cognizance, right? Clear cognizance, if you have heard about it. So to me, my vision with physical eyes, but after that everything is here. I didn't know how to put words. That's why I prepared this PPT today, and I got words from this book. So you have this book already, I presented it, and there were few shloka from Shankaracharya, Krishna, and this Astoma Sadgamaya. And they got connected. They made a lot of sense. Little book, but a long way to go. Entire remaining lifetimes in spirituality, I want this information to go embed in us. Because ultimately, what is the purpose of life? If we are not in oneness, any teeny tiny bit of judgment will separate us. We are not living content, whole. We have not realized the creation. So we live as a part of creation, and we as being a part of creation, we give as much as we can, and we grow more. So Guru becomes happy when he sees his disciple becoming a Guru. It's just simple.
Mohini, can you please leave your number in the chat box?
Thank you. I was just about to ask that one.
Thank you so much, and thank you, PMC Africa, every volunteers. You guys are giving your time. I know it's late, and as I said in the beginning itself, that do not interrupt or interfere the session, because Master is leading his, and now my son is here and he's saying yes, do. So the time is over.
Yeah, it is over.
So we are good to close today. Thank you for having me here. And I love you, Mohiniji. The whole session was for you. I have been preparing for whole week in my heart. This recipe was cooking that I shared today.